Ninjas are freaking cool. Turn anything into a ninja and it's that much better. Take Batman, turn him into a ninja. Freaking awesome. He's the Batman who can kick Batman's ass. Turtles, turn them into ninjas. I'd have a slice of pizza with them any day. Gundam, turn them into ninjas. Shinji Ikari himself would never have an issue getting into those. Guaranteed. Ninjas killing demons who are raining havoc on humans is a concept that never gets old. A little anime by the name of Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer that we all know, is living proof of that, being #1, breaking all sorts of records and all that. But all this talk of ninjas, demons, and records is bringing us to the point of this video. You see what I did there? I can feel your eyes rolling. It's totally fine. I get it. We're having fun here. And the point of this video is Yotoden Wrath of the Ninja. I managed to pick up the movie as well as the soundtrack on vinyl, both secondhand as they're off the market and everything now. But yes, I have quite a bit to say about both of these, and here we are. So welcome to Music and Anime. My name is Ab, and first as always, the song of the day, which comes to us from Frank Pannone over on Twitter. I hope to Arceus I'm pronouncing that correctly. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Frank says Kodomo no Omocha, also known as Kodocha. And the link that he provided there is the opening for the first season there, which is 7 o'clock news by TOKIO. I've heard a lot of fun things about Kodocha, and my girlfriend actually has the complete manga set. I will at some point pick up those books and read through it, because yeah, I do hear some really good things about it. So thank you, Frank, for sharing that with us. And if you wanted to share your favorite anime opening, ending, or music within a series, you can comment down below with Song of the Day, and you can see it in a future video. So Wrath of the Ninja, the movie, is a condensed version of the 3-part OVA series that came out before it. So if you were wondering why the art for the movie and the jacket were different, it's because the jacket on the record has the art for the series and not the movie. This is also one of the earliest works of Studio JC staff. They made Shimoneta, Blood Rain, Konosuba, which I gotta get season 2. But anyway, this is also from the same producer of Ninja Scroll, so if you are into your very mature ninja type stuff, Wrath of the Ninja is nowhere near as adult as Ninja Scroll, but is it gruesome? Yes, right? I mean, I'm sure you've probably seen much more gruesome stuff out there and everything, but there are some deaths in this movie here that's kind of bizarre, yeah, but what is this about? The movie starts off with our main character, Ayame, and she's traveling through some territory that belongs to a different clan. If you're on different territory and stuff like that, people are going to confront you. Some grunts did, and she effortlessly took them out. And what's awesome about the way she did, it's that classic, it happened way too fast for anyone to even comprehend what happened. Even the Grim Reaper is like, I'm sorry, what? In a series or whatever, typically people yell out a move and then they attack. She's just like, does the move, quiet, calmly says the name of her attack, gone. These two guys, it's awesome. Right at the very beginning, so like not spoilers or anything there. You gotta check it out. But soon after, we find out that she was traveling because her village was just completely wiped out by demons that just attacked and obliterated everyone. And she was the sole survivor of that. So she was traveling to these 2 other clans, not only to warn them that the demons might also destroy their villages as well. She also wanted to know where these demons came from and why they destroyed her home. Nobunaga is a pretty well-known conqueror in Japanese history. I'm pretty sure you've heard the name as well. Wrath of the Ninja makes use of his reign, not only in that, aside from the Oda clan that he was head of that made him so powerful, what also helped him gain that power was a group of demons that he kind of had hidden on the side, taking out people who opposed him and stuff, your regular tyrant activities and stuff, Among the group of demons are 7 high-ranking demons that have like their own unique skills. So the 3 heroes that we have in this series, they work their way to eliminate these demons and try to put an end to Nobunaga's reign once and for all. But speaking of Nobunaga and getting into the soundtrack here, this soundtrack is consistently good. Like, the tracks in it are just awesome. There's a track called Nobunaga that works as his theme, when they show him and he's talking, this music's playing and everything. And demon shrieks aside, whoever is on the hand drum is going in. Oh my god, like just listen to this. It's triplets for days, and it's awesome. There's another track here called Young Mountains Flaming, and it's awesome that on the back of the jacket here we have some art to coincide that track there, as the picture is also just flames coming out of a mountain. But this track here is proof that ninjas love jazz. I don't know what you know about stank face, but I had a little stank face going on here. They're like, just listen to this track, because where some of the chords move and the melody where it goes in different directions that you don't like expect it to, and it's just like tasty. Tell me while you're listening to Young Mountains Flaming, you're not gonna think that it's kind of fire. I need to stop, I really do. But yeah, anyway, some of my favorite tracks in a soundtrack is always going to be like the softer, emotional, feels type tracks. There's just something about those that I freaking love. You know, what can I say? I love ballads or whatever, you know? We have some pretty nice tracks in here as well. The track Shocking Colors of Fireflies is definitely one of those tracks where I wouldn't say it's really emotional, it's more calming than anything else. In the same way that, you know, if you're playing a JRPG and it's like nighttime and you're like traveling or whatever, it's like that nighttime JRPG type of music, you know? The scene in the movie where this plays as well also just looks like that too, which is very complimentary. So yeah, it's just very soothing to the soul, until an overpowered monster sees you and one-shots you, of course. Bellflower, though, is another, again, just super nice track. Please listen to those. Again, I'll drop everything in the description. Please check those out. It's very nice. The last track I wanted to go over here, though, is the song that I'm pretty sure plays at the end of the movie. I only saw it once. I didn't go back and check, so if you know, correct me if I'm wrong or whatever the case is. But this is like the song in the movie. Or I think there's two of them. Can't recall which one this one is. Anyway, it's a very nice song. Unlike the demon shrieks that we hear in Nobunaga, the vocals in this one here are actually pleasant to the ear. The titles for these tracks I got from a YouTube playlist that somebody made, and the title for this one is the only one that made me start questioning the translation for these titles, because they have it here as Not Up To, that's the name of the song, and it's not like you can't name a song that or whatever. It just didn't really seem to not just match what the song sounded like, but there's not really anything in connection with the movie as well. It's just like, what is Not Up To, you know? So I did a little digging, took the Japanese text title of the song and ran that through a couple of different translators to at least get the romaji for it, and it came up as Sumakuranai Sumakuranai. The closest thing that I could find as to what that means is the place where the nails are dyed red with flowers, and that's in reference to impatience flowers, which Japanese women would actually take the petals of the red ones, squeeze the petals, and took the pigmented liquid that came out of the petals to paint their nails, or, you know, to color their nails red. You could say that there's a femininity to the phrase sumakuranai, sumakuranai, but there's another names for impatience flowers, at least the red ones, and that's phoenix flowers. This is where it makes more sense with Wrath of the Ninja and Ayame's character as well. It's not so much, or even at all, that Ayame is struggling with her femininity. She's just on a warpath and super focused on revenge and not really thinking about life after the fact. This is something that Ayame is asked directly by one of the characters and really drives the theme of this series. And what I got out of it was that revenge is not a purposeful meaning for war. And if it's the only reason you're fighting, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose. So when you get to the final moments of this film, Phoenix Flowers makes a lot of sense. I could be wrong about all of this, you know? So the only reason I even looked into this series at all was because Tiger Labs mentioned that they were going to be doing an unpublished track from 1987, and I saw that Wrath of the Ninja was something there, and I looked into whether it had a record or not, and yeah, I listened to the soundtrack. It was awesome. I looked for it, and I didn't see anything at first, and it's funny because the name of the composer for the series is Seiji Hano. So when I looked at his discography to see if there was any releases, any CDs or, you know, vinyl, I didn't see anything. And so I figured, hey, you know, the series came out in 1987. This anime seems right up Tiger Lab's alley. And so I was like, hey, you know what? I think this is probably it. Turns out though, obviously, here it is in my hands. It exists, but under a different artist name, Navara, which I don't know why. Either way, it exists. Here it is. And there you go. Clearly, this has been published. They're doing an unpublished one from that year. So question to you, what do you think the unpublished soundtrack they're doing from that year is? What do you think of Wrath of the Ninja? Have you seen it or will you check it out? And what other ninja anime have you seen outside of Naruto? And if you haven't seen Ninja Nonsense, if you like Bobobo, that type of like, you know, comedy, you got to check Ninja Nonsense out. I think that one's hilarious. But yeah, on the more mature side though, if I'm recommending anything, aside from Ninja Scroll, like I mentioned earlier, Basilisk and Shigurui, those are pretty wild ones as well. And yeah, super mature. But that's it for this video. Don't forget to leave a song of the day in the comments. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. That really helps out. Subscribe if you'd like, or if you haven't already. I'm gonna go play some Ninja Gaiden now. So I will see you in the next video.